Hello, I'm bopping to that.
Whoa. Yes, me too. I was also listen. That countdown is a certified banger, and I will not
Oh
hear
yeah.
otherwise. And if you are not dancing to it, I don't know if you're human. Straight up,
No,
I don't.
literally.
But no. In all seriousness, we are here once again for the next episode of a conversation with Kelly. The first of like a string of podcasts that we're about to do because there's quite a bit to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
But before we do get into all of that, I am here with my lovely new co-host, Allie. How are you doing tonight?
I've been doing well. Today I just had my third day off. And then I went for breakfast with my dad, and then I went for a walk with my mom and Magoo, and then other than that, I just kind of chilled and watched shows today. And then I would normally, well, it seems like I normally would work tomorrow, but not this week.
We love that. We love that. But I didn't do too much other than work, and yeah, that's kind of all I did today. Nothing really crazy going on in my life. But however, we are here to talk about something that is pretty crazy, and that's the fact that there's a Survivor season starting up in literally just a week from today. Pretty insane. I feel like we just talked about 44. But yeah, 45 is literally starting up a week, literally on Wednesday. So excited to see how this season turns out. Not so excited for the 90-minute episodes of notes that I have to take.
But I mean, we'll definitely like do notes whenever we are like busy and stuff, but like we're gonna try and do live reacts when we're like available.
Yes, but we digress. We are here, of course, to, do what we usually do, and that is a cast assessment as well as a draft for Survivor 45. I honestly haven't looked into most of this cast. I will be honest with you. I've done a pretty good job, I think, of not looking too deeply into the cast or anything. I think I watched a couple videos here and there, but other than that, I'm going into this pretty fresh. But how about you?
Yeah, honestly, same. Like, I've looked at the cast and everything, and it seems pretty cool, but I haven't like obviously read all of their bios yet. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited to see how this cast goes. So if you don't know how we usually do this, we usually go on either Parade or in this case, we're going to do Entertainment Weekly just because I like their layout a little bit more of how they did it. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do that. And actually, I think the bio is the same exact as it is on Parade anyway. But yeah, basically, they ask them questions. We're going to read those questions, and we're going to try to gauge how these players are going to do based on the questions that they were given. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. As usual, I will be, going first, and then Allie will go, and then so on and so forth. And then by the end, we will do a draft. So, very excited for all of that. But we're going to go ahead and get started with our first person here. First person we have here is Austin LaCoon. He is 26 years old from San Jose, California. He currently resides in Chicago, Illinois, and his occupation is a grad student. 3 words to describe him are ambitious, sweet, and clumsy. Why he wants to be a part of Survivor is because he's confident he can win it, and 1 million really help with his 6-figure student debts. He also loves the game and is a competitor through and through. He wants to duke it out with people when everything is on the line. He wants to prove to himself that he has what it takes. One more life experience that feels has prepared him for this game. He says, as a kid, he was a shell of his current self. He was shy and quiet, had terrible acne for a dozen years, wore braces from elementary school until high school, headgear, had mild Tourette's, and was extremely self-conscious, worked hard to build himself up and live the entire introversion, extroversion spectrum. He feels like that experience made him a much more empathetic person. Player that he identifies the most with is actually Owen Nice. Oh my God, somebody I know. Let's go. Most of the time, like, who the fuck are these people that they're mentioning?
Hell yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's what happens when you start regularly watching Survivor. So we love that. He says long hair, Asian, loves the outdoors, never say die attitude. He thinks he's going to play most like Jay and Wendell. So now we get to people that I don't know as well. Their games revolves around. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you love them. But their games revolved around forming genuine connections that led people to keep them in the game, even when they were huge threats. And on top of, I'm just going to pause this because I don't want to get copyrighted. On top of that, he has the intelligence to make strategic plays as well as physicality to win. I'm just seeing that in the background. I'm like, this is probably not a good idea. Playing out in the open like that. I don't want CBS to come around and just take this down. But yeah, basically, he says he has the intelligence to make big strategic plays as well as the physicality to win clutch immunities. Also, he likes them both. He also has a crush on Michelle. I assume he means Michelle Fitzgerald. So, value an alliance partner. He says laughter is the key to his heart. Someone is fun to handle.
Yes, as you should.
Yes, laugh with him. They're going to be best buds. Favorite hobbies is backpacking somewhere new with his camera, hockey, football, anything really that gets him active outside with friends. Pet peeves are any form of waste, money, opportunity, food, also banana flavored candy, but he still eats them because no wasting. Accomplishment he's most proud of is making it onto the All-American team at the Volleyball Junior Olympics. We're just going to kind of rush through that because we usually do. Something we would never know from looking at him is he owns the heavily contested world record for the most nuts thrown and caught in a can on the head in 1 minute. So the original record was 37 and he got 93. Who in his life is his biggest inspiration? He says, aside from his parents, maybe Naruto, which that's a very different answer than what we usually hear. So I kind of love that. Yeah. And he says that he wants to channel that Naruto energy to become the sole survivor because of the willpower challenges and stuff. And then he's going to be the sole survivor because he makes the best out of every situation. He doesn't feel sorry for himself. He's adaptable, creative, and has the tools to pull off an individual immunity run. He works his butt off, and he'll make sure he's not a second is wasted out on the island. Okay, so I will give my general impressions. When it started up, I was a little bit wary of him when he's like, oh, I'm going to cause all this stuff and I'm going to, I'm going to make sure that when he's talking about, I'm going to duke it out with people and everything's on the line and I'm competitor through and through. I'm like, okay, this guy's just going to be like a challenge beast and nothing else. But then when he started to dive into some of his more social struggles in life and his Tourette syndrome and things like that, I think this guy honestly could be a triple threat. I think he's going to be someone that's very personable. I think a lot of people are going to feel them, get attached to Austin. I could see him being someone that's very disarming in that way, where people just kind of naturally gravitate towards him. And I think that he has a lot of potential in that way. I think strategy-wise, I think that's going to be something that people aren't really going to see. I think they're going to see him as just this really lovable guy, and they're not going to see just how cutthroat he's willing to be, and I think that's going to be really good for him. And then I think the physical aspect, I think he's going to kill it in that aspect. I think he's going to do really well in terms of winning immunities and things like that, and I think he definitely is someone that I do agree, he seems very adaptable. The fact that he, was on his Junior Olympics volleyball team and things like that, I really love that a lot. And the fact that he said Naruto is his biggest inspiration, that's just such a quirky and different choice than most. You kind of have to love that. So yeah, I'm honestly really rooting for him. I think he has a lot of potential. I definitely see comparisons to like he said, he's similar to Owen, and I could see that because I think Owen was very similar in that way, where he was someone that was just really nice. People didn't see the strategy that he was doing. In fact, I think the show even didn't really give Owen the proper edit. So, I think Austin definitely does have a lot of potential here, and I'm very excited to see how he does end up doing. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. What do you think of Austin so far?
Yeah, so far I like him. Obviously, yeah, I was a little worried with the chaos part too, where it probably would screw him over. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, he seems like he'll be an inspiration, and yeah, his answer Naruto is very unique too. That's just something very different than usual.
Yeah,
but I feel like he's gonna bond well with people. He's kind of a question mark of his placement for me. Could go either really far or goes pretty early. But I do see him doing well in physical challenge. So I don't see him going first or second. Maybe maybe a few rounds in, or maybe early jury. We'll see. But yeah, I could definitely see him dominating the physical comps. I think he'll do well socially as well. Strategically, I can see as well. But yeah, You never know. Yeah, I do have like high hopes for him, but I'm also a little worried as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I'm really trying to get copyright today. I played that video and then I just played a fucking Big Brother Extra video on Twitter by mistake. So that was fun. Yeah,
Awesome.
that is Austin. We're going to go ahead and go to your first person. And that is D.
Valladares.
Valladares, I think. Yeah.
She is 26. She's from Havana, Cuba, but she currently resides in Miami, Florida. She's an entrepreneur. And she's fiery, wildly enthusiastic, and empathetic. Why she wants to be a part of Survivor. She can't give one answer. First and foremost, she wants her family to be set. Her parents left her familiarity behind in Cuba so that she can fulfill her dreams. Secondly, she wants to live a rare life surrounded by rare individuals, and she can't do that unless she places herself in situations where she doesn't belong, like there. Finally, she wants that immigrant kid watching the shows to know that the mind is powerful beyond measure and you can do more than you think you can. One life experience that that has prepared her. Starting her business at 23, she's learned how to turn an idea into reality, how to navigate hardships when finances were uncertain, and how to become a better business partner. And it will help her in the strategic social aspect.
I fucking wish I did that at 23. Jesus Christ.
That's insane. Oh my god. And previous player she identifies with the most. Jesse, his why.
Somebody else I know.
Yeah. His why and her why are the exact same. Family above all else. Feels like she will play the game like Tony. Dude was a lot of fun to watch and was the ultimate persuader. What she'll value in an alliance partner, someone who sticks to their word in a game where deceit is inevitable, staying true to their word and will get us further along. No one gets to the end by themselves anyway. Also someone who is having fun and they're stuck to the island on an island, so why not have fun? Hobbies, CrossFit, don't judge, it's funny. Running, traveling, anything outdoors, spending time with family, anything that gets her heart racing. Pet peeves, bad tippers, tea.
Yes, very much. Fucking speak into existence.
Road ragers, constantly being late. Actually fucking preach there too.
Yeah.
And injustice to kids, old people, or dogs. What is the accomplishment she's most proud of? Running and completing her first full marathon when prior to signing up. She had only ever run 3 miles, 26.3 miles. Scared the shit out of her, so she put it on her
calendar. Why is this playing again?
That's funny. So she put it on her calendar and figured out how along the way. What is something you would never know from looking at her? She is not a college graduate. 5 years later, and her fam still thinks she has bachelor's. Oops, technically in her head, she did graduate because she shook the school president's hand. It's funny. 6 months into waiting for her diploma, she found out she failed a class by 1 letter grade.
Oh, uh-oh.
What? What happened? Uh-oh. Oh no, his connection. Uh-oh.
So that time.
Oh
no. If you want, I'm just gonna give you the link so you don't have to rely on my screen share.
Wait, can you just maybe you just screen share and I'll just send it to me and I'll just do it on my phone.
Yeah, that way you don't have to like rely on mine.
Yeah. Like you can just do this. You can just
Well, I am still gonna screen share.
Can you send it to me over DMs?
Yeah, I got you. I'm still gonna screen share, but like just so that if that happens again, you can just keep reading.
Also, you sent it to you sent it to this.
Oh well, I mean, if anyone wants to look, I mean, there you go.
Good job. Okay, so
listen, it's public knowledge. Like,
right. Continue.
I am still gonna screen share if y'all want to follow along, though.
Yeah. All right. Biggest inspiration: her dad. Pretty simple one, and why she will be the sole survivor. It's already happened in her mind daily. I'm going to be the person out there who doesn't quit, and most importantly, the person who cares the most. I really like this girl. Like, she seems very family oriented and just seems like a nice, genuine person. Oh no. He'll be back. I'll continue when he's back. We do not stand StreamYard does that. Mean.
Oh, I know why it's doing that, because I closed my laptop.
You close your laptop?
Because I have a second screen, and I guess when I close it, when I close it, it slows everything down.
Okay.
Did you get through her entire bio?
Yes, I feel like this girl will do pretty well. She seems like she'll be pretty likable, and like I feel like they'll really relate to her story. And like she'll probably be. I can see her doing really well socially, but I can also see her being physical too, because like she just seems like a very fit person. I hope she does well because she seems like her being very fiery too. I could see her being very like sassy, very blunt, and telling it like it is, and maybe her going for like the big threats and everything. Like she would kind of like she doesn't give a fuck. But like I'm excited to watch her play. So I feel like she'll go to at least like early jury.
Okay, so my assessment of her, first of all, I just want to preface by saying I'm really fucking hoping this is not a pre-jury where the majority of the boots are women, because that's happened for 2 seasons in a row now, and it's been really disappointing to watch. There's been a lot of women that I feel like were just kind of robbed. With that said, I don't know. I'm getting pre-jury vibes from her. I don't know how she's going to do. I think definitely she will excel like on a physical level, but there isn't a lot there for me. There's not a ton that like specifically stuck out about her. I think that her story is really good about, Cuba and immigrating and things like that. I think that's a pretty good story and things like that. And I think that's definitely something that, they always do, in the show now, where like they show their like, backstories. And I feel like that's going to be one that people are going to gravitate towards. But other than that, there wasn't really a ton that stuck out to me about her. So I don't know. I'm just getting like, I don't think she's going to be like first boot or anything, but I just see her maybe being like last or second to last pre-juror. That's kind of where I see her going right now. I know you have a little bit more faith in her, but
I definitely see that too. But I could see her being like first or second merge.
Yeah, that's possible as well. I don't know. Something tells me that she just isn't going to make it super far. There just wasn't a lot that stuck out to me about her. Like she just doesn't have the most memorable bio, at least for me. Mm-hmm. So that's
she doesn't give me like winner pick vibes, but she does. I liked her.
Yeah, I think she's definitely going to be like fun to watch and everything. It just compared to other people, I didn't really get like a ton from her. But with that said, we're going to move on to someone that we actually do have quite a bit to say about because we know this person, Donlon. So backstory right now, we started off in this community playing like Twitter games and things like that. And Brandon is one of the people who played those games. We've both interacted with him and things like that. I haven't talked to him in like a very long time, admittedly, but when I heard that he was going to be on this cast, I was really fucking excited for him and things like that. So let's get into his bio here. So he is 26 from Sicklerville, New Jersey, currently residing in Sicklerville, New Jersey, which we love that. New Jersey represents. Occupation, he's a content provider. We fucking love that as well.
Content producer.
Oh, what did I say?
You said content provider.
What is a content provider? Anyway, that's like some AI shit. Anyway, 3 words.
Content provider could be like a content creator sort
of. That gives me AI vibes. I don't want to go there, but 3 words to describe him is. 3 words to describe him is empathetic, inquisitive, and relatable. He wants to be a part of Survivor because it's his favorite thing in the world. It changed him for the better before he ever stepped foot into Fiji. He wants to be the person this game can turn him into. A life experience he feels is preparing him from the game. His background in writing is imperative for a game like this. He likes to think he knows what to say, how to say it, and who he should say it to. A previous player he identifies with the most is he wakes up every day wishing he was Mike White. He played one of the most impressive Survivor games ever, balancing his insane social savviness while oozing likability. He hopes to play like any of the Survivor writers, really give him David Wright, Cochran, Penner, etc. He says in an alliance partner, he wants comfort. He's so anxious during his day-to-day life, he can imagine it. It'll be 10 times worse here. His friends and family have their all unique ways of calming him down. He wants that here too. I like that a lot. That's not an answer you hear very often. So favorite hobbies are going out to people, antiquating, leaving a party without telling anybody.
That is not antiquating. antiquing, it's antiquing.
What is wrong with me today? Antiquing. Jesus Christ. Anyway, oh my God, this is not my night. Okay, pet peeves: adult men who have Snapchat, people who message him hi when they need something from him, and lead with your request. So
that's funny.
Accomplishment he's most proud of is after doing contract marketing work since college, he finally settled at a place he loves, doing work he loves, and working with the best people he knows. Something we would never know from looking at him is that he hates tabletop games. He feels like giving off big tabletop game energy. He'd rather get a root canal than play Settlers of Catan, genuinely. Who in his life is his biggest inspiration is every teacher he's ever had. Each one has imparted something he carries to this day. And he says to pay teachers more, which, yes, again, preach that. He says he'll be the sole survivor because he wants it more. Nobody wants this as bad as he does. He feels like Charlie. He got the golden ticket. He's at the chocolate factory, and he plans on being the last one standing. Game on. Okay, so obviously, taking the fact that we know Brandon out of the equation, I think he has what it takes to do well in this game. I think that just seeing, he's the kind of person that is just so incredibly personable and someone you just find yourself gravitating towards almost immediately that I see no scenario where he at least gets past the pre-merge. Like, he's going to make it to merge. I know it's going to happen. I think that he's very level-headed. I don't think that he's someone that's going to like overplay in that way. He has done a lot of studying about Survivor. He knows what he's getting himself into, but he's also very adaptable. He's not the kind of person that works with the same people every game. He does a good job of latching on to people and things like that. And I think that's something that Brandon is going to do very well with. He's also like just very versatile in terms of things he's interested in. He'll talk to you about sports, but he'll also talk to you about American Idol and things like that. So like there is a lot of things to love about Brandon. I think he's going to do really well in the game. I have a lot of hope for him here. I think that, this is his lifelong dream, and I think he's really going to kill it. There's always that fear, I think, when people who play like minis and orgs like migrate over to regular Survivor or Big Brother or something like that. But I feel like Brandon knows what he's getting himself into, and I think because that he's really going to kill it. So I have a lot of faith for him for sure, and just really excited to see him play this season. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think like honestly seeing him first off, like seeing someone we know like from the community being on Survivor is just like so cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like he has the potential to make it either all the way or at least like super far. I could either see him making it final 3 or maybe like 4 or 5 at least. Just because I feel like he's going to be super adaptable and just like relatable, and people are just going to like really connect with him.
Yeah.
And like I can see him being very strategic and social, and I can also see him doing well in like certain comps, like maybe the mental ones for sure.
Yeah.
And like the puzzles. So I could see him being a triple threat, but I just feel like since he's so likable and so funny, I feel like everyone's just gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to go for this guy. I like him too much. Yeah. But then like I could see them being like, yeah, we gotta go for him at like 4 or 5 because he's so likable, he's gonna win.
I could very well see that, yeah.
But I'm so excited to watch him.
Yeah, he's definitely someone that I have very high hopes for. So I think we've said all we need to about Brandon. Let's move on to, you have another one of the girls to talk about, Emily.
All right.
Is this going to be like that other draft where it's like I talk about all the guys and you got all the girls? Because that'd be funny.
That would be really funny. So this is Emily Flippen. She's 28 from McKinney, Texas, but she currently resides in Laurel, Maryland. Yanni or Laurel?
Oh God.
She's an investment analyst. She's direct, genuine, and aggressive. Why do you want to be a part of Survivor? Some of the best advice I've received is to live a more interesting life. What's more interesting than Survivor? One life experience you feel has prepared you for the game. When she was 18, she moved to Shanghai to be part of the inaugural class of the first joint Sino-American University in China. She's accustomed to working with and competing against people with many different backgrounds and life experiences. She identifies with, she has a personality that's extremely similar to Cass. She takes that as a compliment, and however, she plans on making her own game and making an entirely unique set of mistakes. She values an alliance member, openness. She wants to work with someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, who won't leave you guessing as to their emotions or intentions. Her hobbies are doting over her cat, playing video games, and meal prepping. Pet peeves, nearly everything. Chewing,
Oh my God.
snoring, oh my God. Chewing, snoring, arrogance, being overly serious, being overly jokey, you name it, and it probably irritates me. Oh my God.
That's not great.
No. Accomplishment she's most proud of, passing all 3 levels of my CFA exams on her first attempt. Trust me, it's a solid humble brag in the world of finance.
I don't know what that means, but that's good for you. That's
amazing. Yeah, good for you. Something we never know from looking at her. She's not religious, but she's guided by her own very strict sense of right and wrong. Biggest inspiration is her dad, blah, blah, blah. And why she'll be the sole survivor. She lacks a lot of the traditional qualities that make a good survivor player. She's out of shape, doesn't really like the outdoors, and people can find her off-putting, which is exactly why they never see it coming. Okay, yeah, I do not have high hopes for her.
Yeah, no.
Just like her being like saying she's direct and aggressive, like nothing wrong with being direct, but like I can see her being a little too aggressive and like, and also things with her saying she's like mostly like upset, like just doesn't really like anything, like it irritates her. I feel like that's just gonna like rub people the wrong way, and she's probably gonna go either first or second. Like she doesn't, I don't hate her overall. She seems like she does, maybe she might be nice too, but she just I don't know, there's just something off with her. Like I just don't think she's gonna vibe with a lot of them. Like I can see her being first or second boot.
Yes, she gives me the vibe of someone who like, and we've seen this on the show. There's like that one person who's like very specific about what they want, and then when someone like does the opposite of what they want, like they don't like that. And I feel like it's gonna get to a point very quickly where it's like, we can't have this on our tribe. This is causing too much chaos. This is causing too many problems. We need Emily to go. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen here. Like I feel like she is definitely not gonna do that well. I'm hoping to be proven wrong, but just something about it, I feel like she's not gonna fit with this cast. This seems
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it seems like a very kind of like chill and laid back cast, and I just don't know if Emily is going to really fit in there. Again, I'd like to be proven wrong from her, but I just don't really see it. I think that I think that there is potential. I think that, she does seem like someone that I think is going to be funny in confessionals. The fact that she's annoyed by everything, I think she's going to be fun really to watch. And hell, maybe there's somebody else who also like is annoyed by that stuff, and maybe she'll vibe with them. But I just kind of feel like she's going to be the person who is just very assertive about what she wants. And because of the fact that she is so adamant about this needs to happen, when it doesn't happen, she'll like get really upset, and it's going to be so bad. They're going to be like, yeah, Emily has to go. If she doesn't go first on her tribe, she'll go like second or third.
I think also where she said she doesn't like being overly jokey. I feel like a lot of people are going to be like joking around and stuff, and she's just going to be like sitting there with a bland face and like looking like she's annoyed, and people are just going to be like, well, why? People will probably be like, well, you should lighten up.
Yeah, I think she's going to be someone who's like business, like focused on the game the entire time. And the second someone tries to like make a joke or something like that, she's just going to be like, no, I'm not here for this. I can already see a confessional from her where she's like, I don't understand why this person is not taking this seriously. Like I can already see that from her. And I feel like that's going to be really funny if that happens. So yeah, I don't have very high hopes for her. Again, I'd love to be proven wrong. There's certainly people that we have assessed that played way differently than we expected. Hell, perfect example, Sarah last season. We had such high hopes for her. She was fucking first boot, and it was terrible.
And also we thought Franny was going to be early boot.
We thought Franny was going to be early boot. I think we thought Helen was going to be was going to go really far, and she didn't. Yep. So when it comes to the women on Survivor, I feel like we don't do the best job at assessing them sometimes because they end up getting farther or not farther than we expect. And again, like I said, I am hoping this is not another season where it's mostly women getting pre-jury. I'm thinking that that's not going to happen because now this cast has watched 33 and 34. They know what happened. They're going to make sure it doesn't happen here. So I don't think that's going to happen. But I just don't have any honestly any real confidence in Emily. I don't see her getting to the merge.
Sadly, so, I don't have any confidence with her.
You know who she kind of reminds me of, even though like I don't think she's gonna be as bad as this person? She gives me like Sydney vibes in 41, where she was like very direct about what she wanted, and like I think that's gonna be Emily. So
Sydney Sweeney or Sydney from The Bear.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, that is Emily. We move on to, oh my god, I literally even talking about all the guys. We have
good morning, Flippen Queen.
Not that. Anyway, if you know,
wait, Emily, frickin' Flippen.
If you know, you know. Anyway, next up we have Jesus Christ. Next up we have Brandon, otherwise known as Brando Meyer. He is 23.
The second Brandon.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's probably why he's going by Brando. He's 23, residing in Oak Park, California. He currently resides in Seattle, Washington. Occupation is software developer, and his 3 words to describe him are curious, clever, and motivated. Why he wants to be part of Survivor is playing Survivor has been a dream of his since he was 10. Oh my God, there he is on the screen right there. He watched Nicaragua with his parents, grown up as a mixed Asian kid. Never thought he would be Asian enough or white enough to play the game that he loves. He's here to prove that kid wrong and hopefully inspire others to do the same. His life experience he feels to prepare him for the game is when he was 16. He weighed almost 200 pounds and struggled with self-confidence issues. He realized that his situation wouldn't get any better if he didn't do anything about it. So he started running 3 miles every night, and within a year, he became much more confident and 50 pounds lighter. The player he identifies the most with is David Wright. He helped inspire him to put himself out there and push his limits when he struggled with his weight. He will play the most like Yao Min, a strategic, innovative, and friendly game, although he doesn't plan on giving away any trucks. So value and alliance partner is someone who can pick up the pieces I missed. This could be a physical challenge, strength, or connections with people. Also, if they are someone he would be proud of as a winner. In the era of betrayals, Ricard, Shan, Jesse, Cody, he thinks to support. Yeah, that's true. I mean, most of the like duos of the season end up cutting each other. So I think the only instance of that's like Carolyn and Jam Jam and Carson. Yep. They stuck together till the bitter end. So favorite hobbies are running, disc golf, baseball, and Pokemon Go. Also puns. He loves when people get a groan out of everyone. So maybe he'll vibe with Emily if they're on the same tribe. He'll probably groan at his puns. So pet peeves are when someone takes the urinal directly next to you, despite plenty of others being open. Accomplishment he's most proud of is that in 2021, he wrote, illustrated, and published his own children's book. He's always had a passion for writing, and this helped him put his passion to the test. Something that we would never know from looking at him is that he's a massive baseball fan. Growing up, he was an all-star pitcher. He avoided, I don't fucking know baseball. A Cairo supporter. The Mariners are his favorite team, whatever. I don't fucking know baseball. But his biggest inspiration is his grandpa, Tom. He's a 94-year-old beast that helped spur his love for baseball and also loves to garden. He grew up in Japanese internment camps, and he always reminded him to push him to his hardest and still has a whole full head of hair. So we love that. He'll be the sole survivor because his combination of quick thinking and acute attention to detail will make sure nothing gets by him. I love this guy. I think he's going to do really well here. I think he has the story in terms of the fact that, like, you know, he never thought he'd actually be here. He never thought he'd actually get to this point. You know, he is someone that has that intellect that I think is going to get him really far and things like that. And I think that's going to work out really well for him. But I also think he's going to be a very, very personable. There's a lot of things this guy can talk about. Like, he's just as nerdy as he's into baseball. And so I think he's going to have a lot to offer. In terms of physicality, I think he's also going to do really well here. So I feel like this guy could really be like a triple threat, of course, of sorts. I have a lot of hope for him, and definitely like one of my early winner picks for sure. I think he's going to do really well.
Oh yeah. I think he's great. Like,
yeah,
he's young, so I feel like he's gonna like vibe with a lot of people very well.
Very
like,
young cast.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, he seems super smart, so I can see him being kind of like a Kevin Jacobs of Survivor kind of thing, or
Carson.
Yeah, Carson, and like
kind of gives me Carson vibes.
Yeah, he kind of gives me vibes of like Corey too from.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like he's like the nerdy guy, so I could see him going really far at least. Like if he doesn't win, I can see him making it pretty far, like maybe even like 6th place or 7. He just seems very smart, very strategic. He has a lot of knowledge, and yeah, he'll definitely be very likable and personable. I can see him being very adaptable too. It's hard to say what he would. I can see him dominating the mental comps as well, but physical comps, it's hard to say. But I'm really excited to watch this guy. Like I really like him a lot so far.
Also, side note, I'm a fucking idiot. Ichiro Suzuki is a baseball player. It is not so that's what he was talking about. So we love that. I also feel like he's gonna be like someone that like talks a lot about his culture and things like that, and that's always great to see. So yeah, I have a lot of hopes for Brando for sure. But anyway, let's talk about the only other person. I don't know why. The only other person I've seen a bio of previously before we did this draft, and that's Hannah. So talk about Hannah.
So this is Hannah Rose. She's 33, so she's a little bit older. Yeah. She's from Woodbridge, Connecticut, but she currently resides in Baltimore City, Maryland. She's a therapist. She's enthusiastic, passionate, and authentic. She wants to be a part of Survivor because she wants to push herself as much as she can, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Survivor is her favorite show, and she wants to be a part of it. One life experience that she feels prepared her, being a sleepaway summer camp counselor, living with sometimes difficult personalities, intense competition, and the feeling of family away from home. Previous player she feels she's most that she identifies with is Aubrey, and who do you think she will play most like? She identifies and hopes to play like Aubrey and Kelly Wentworth, which queens love them both. Well, in an alliance member, she can tell when someone is being authentic with her and able to have fun, so it's nonstop. So it's not nonstop intense. Her favorite hobbies: musical theater, Peloton, and anything with her dog Ralph. Her pet peeves: loud chewing and narcissist types. Accomplishment he's most proud of: getting sober when she was 20 years old. Amazing. We love that. Yeah. Something we would never know from her. She's a therapist and founded and run a group private practice.
Uh-oh. I think she froze this time. Yeah, she did. I just looked. Uh-oh. So I guess I'll say my thoughts on her real quick before she comes back. I really like her a lot. Out of the women that we've talked about so far, I think she's the one that I have the most confidence in. I think that she's going to do really well in this season. I think the fact that she's a therapist and things like that, especially, like, she's going to be someone that just a lot of people feel close to. She's going to she's going to be someone that like gives a lot of advice to people and makes them feel really good and things like that. And that's a quality to definitely have in Survivor. You want to have somebody that like makes you feel good about yourself and makes you feel like you can accomplish pretty much anything. And I think Hannah's very much going to do that. But I also think she's really going to kill it from a strategic perspective. I'm really excited to see how she's going to do. I just think she's going to make it quite far. I think she has a lot of potential in her. I think that, she's going to be someone that just a lot of people find themselves close to in the game. I mean, Brandon said that he wants an ally that can give him comfort, and, Hannah's right there. I don't know if they're on the same tribe, but actually, let me check who is on the same tribes, because they did announce the tribes already. So I will take a look and see who's on what tribe right now. Okay, so we have the Balo tribe, the Lulu tribe, and okay, so Brandon and Hannah are on the same tribe, so this is great. I think those two are probably going to bond together. That's something that they kind of match in that way, and so I think that that's something that we will definitely see. Let's see, anyone else we talk? Okay, Emily's on her tribe as well. So yeah, I think she's going to do really well. I think that she has a lot of potential in her. She is one of the older people on this cast, admittedly. But I think, at least so far, I think there's a few people who are a little bit older later on. But I think that she's definitely going to do really well here. I have a lot of high hopes for her, and I'm excited to see what Allie thinks.
Wait, what was the last thing you heard?
I think you were on the when she was talking about Jagged Little Pill.
Okay, nope, I wasn't there yet.
Oh, that's the last thing. Okay.
I restarted my computer.
Yeah, I figured. I was talking a little bit about her.
So, who in your life is your biggest inspiration? Her friend Rishi, who is on a Broadway national tour of Jagged Little Pill and is incredibly brave and wholehearted. Also, Brene Brown.
I don't know who that is.
Why will you be the sole survivor? He can read the room or the island, pick up cues, lay low when she needs to, but be cutthroat when the time comes. And she can do it while being as real as possible and bring comedic relief. All right, you go first.
I kind of already gave my thoughts on her. I think that out of the women we've talked about, she's the one I have the most confidence on. And I also brought up, I was looking at the tribes. You know how Brandon talked about, like, he wants an ally that gives him comfort? Hannah's literally a therapist, and that's going to give him, like, a lot of comfort. So I feel like those two are really going to click together, and I could see them very much vibing in the game. Actually, if you want to see the tribes, I can give you the link right here. But yeah, I can definitely see those two working together. I think that she's going to do really well. I think a lot of people are going to feel good with her. I have a lot of high hopes for Hannah. What do you think?
I do too. She kind of just gives me that Kelly Wentworth vibe that she's at least going to get like fourth.
She kind of looks like her too.
She does, yeah. So I have a lot of high hopes for her. Like, I definitely see her like giving that comfort and bonding with Brandon for sure. Yeah. And like, since she's a therapist, I could really see her connecting with everybody on a personal level and like helping them whenever they're feeling homesick and just feeling sad and everything and just missing their family and friends. So I can really see her like giving them like a little therapy session and just helping them out. So yeah, I definitely see her being very social for sure. And I could see her being very good in comps and strategy as well. So I could also see her being a triple threat. So yeah, I can definitely see her getting like fourth because she's probably another person who could be like, yeah, we got to get her out because she's going to win. Yeah. But I could also see her winning the final immunity, and she's definitely someone who could win for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I see her and Brandon being like a really strong duo. Something tells me that those two are going to vibe really well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the next person here, who's someone that we've already talked about. I'm so excited that this person is back because he did not get a chance last time. Let's talk about Bruce. We already know that he's 47. He's from West Warwick, Rhode Island. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today.
West Warwick.
Yes, I was saying West Warwick. Like I turned to Elmer Fudd for a second. His occupation is an insurance agent. 3 words to describe him is funny, competitive, and energetic. He wants to be part of Survivor because he loves this game. This is something he needs a chance to play. He lost that chance and now has it back. The construct of this game is a microcosm of his everyday life. He wants to be part of Survivor because it's his life. The one life experience that he has is his life. He's been through the foster care system on a daily basis, working his ways to survive in his daily life. Previous player, once again, he said this last time, but Jeremy Collins, his values and sense of family mirror his. He wants to play, he'll play the game like Jeremy, like Jesse from season 43, like Gabler, cannot confirm to just one player or style. He wants to be able to assess the situation and adapt to it. Favorite hobbies are golf and boxing. Accomplishment most proud is raising 2 awesome kids with his amazing wife. And he says he will be the sole survivor because this is his time. So we've already talked about Bruce in our previous assessment. To be honest, I don't remember what we said. I'll be straight up on that. I don't remember what we even just said about Bruce. I think we said that we didn't think he was going to do that well because he was like older than everybody else. I will give you, actually, I'm going to give you the chance to say what you think of Bruce first, and then I'll kind of give my thoughts.
All right. So for starters, I am very happy they have him for a second chance because obviously he got medevac last time. So I'm really hoping he does way better this time because he just seems like a really genuine guy. He's definitely not a winner pick, but I could see him like at least doing better. Of course, like I can see him making at least the jury, the merge for sure. Just he seems like very just likable. Like he's probably someone who's just gonna bond with like the other like parents and things like that, and like just like bond over that kind of thing. And I could see him being very strategic. So I could see him being like a Jeremy and such, in that kind of sense, just like being strategic. But I don't see him winning, but we'll see. I want him to do better, like because obviously he was medevaced. So I'm really happy that he's back. Right now I kind of see him getting like maybe like an 8th place.
I can see that. Definitely. Yeah, so my thoughts on him real quick. Like I said, I don't think I had very high hopes for him in 44. I have higher hopes for him this time around. I think that this Bruce is going to be a different Bruce than we would have seen if he played 44. I think the fact that he didn't get the chance to play a game, I think it ignited a fire in him that we're really going to get to see here. He's going to give it his all. He wanted to play last time. This is his chance to kind of make up for what he didn't get to. You know, it was cut short last time because of the medevac, and the fact that he's here now, I think he's really going to provide something special. I think he's really going to put his heart and soul into this game. I'm looking at his tribe right now. We've only talked about one person previously to him, and that's Brando. You know, we haven't talked about the other people here. He is the oldest person on his tribe, so that is a little bit of a concern, because that tends to happen sometimes where like the older person goes out pretty early. But just
they're not allowed to do that this time. Like take notes with Suri and Felicia.
Yes, definitely. But something tells me Bruce is going to do really well. I think the fact that he, again, was cut short last time, he's going to play harder than he expected to. I think that he's going to do really well this time around. I really like his story about foster care and things like that. So I'm just hoping that we get to actually get to know Bruce this time, because he was literally in the premiere for like 10 minutes and then was medevac.
10, 20 or something.
Yeah, literally, it was like very early on. It wasn't even the Immuni challenge. It was like the precursor to the Immuni challenge. And I'm just hoping this time we actually get to know this guy. We actually get to see the type of player that he is, because I think he does have some real potential. And I think he's really showing that in his bio. I will admit the one thing I am worried about with him is that he is a little brief with his answers. But I think the fact that he already played, he's just kind of excited to like get back in there. And I think we're really going to get to see that this time around. So I'm feeling pretty good about him for the most part.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's talk about, oh my God, you have another woman here.
Somebody I'm very excited to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is Janani Krishnan-Jha. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I think it's Ha.
Yeah, Ha. J Ha.
Yeah.
Her stage name is J Maya. She's 24. She's from San Francisco, California, but she currently resides in LA. She's a singer. Amazing. I'm already attached to her.
Oh yeah.
And she's ambitious, optimistic, and creative. Yay, optimism. We love that.
We do.
She wants to be a part of Survivor. Growing up as a kid who always had her head in an adventure novel, she's always dreamed of getting to embark on an epic quest of her own someday. The first time she watched Survivor, she knew that this was the quest she's been waiting for. She's always looked up to people who played this game. They're risk takers, strong leaders who think they're on their feet and adapt quickly to obstacles. They embody the qualities I strive to have in my life. She's having the opportunity to play this game is not one she takes lightly. They say this game changes and challenges you, and she's ready to be challenged. One life experience she feels prepared her. A couple of years ago, she took the biggest risk of her life. She turned down early admission to Harvard Law School in order to pursue a career as a singer-songwriter.
Oops.
Huh?
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Oh no. Her entire life, she'd been preparing for a legal career because up to that point, she felt that's what it was expected of her. She faced pressure from her family and the community to follow a certain path, and it wasn't until a couple of years ago she realized she was running out of time to live life on her own terms. Moving to LA and trying to start a music career felt a lot like starting over. She was coming into this cutthroat industry with no experience and had to learn the ropes extremely quickly. That experience reminds me a lot of what my fellow castaways would do. Previous player she identifies with the most and who will play like. Queen Parvati has always been a role model of hers, and she thinks she can relate to her in a few ways. Not only are they both named after a powerful Hindu goddess, but she can resonate with how people have underestimated her strength and strategic skill because of her bubbly personality. In a similar vein, she adores Marianne's game, how she lay low and let people discount her as a threat. And until the end, when she revealed herself to be a strategic mastermind with an almost mathematically methodical understanding of the game's dynamics. She'll be aiming for a similar position early on in the game, not running away from my loud personality and shouting my observations of other players until the right moment. Value an alliance member. She'd love to work with people she most naturally gets along with, people she can relate to strongly. She feels it's easier to get to know someone, the easier it will be to read them for signs of agreement or deceit. It's also important to her that her allies are comfortable following the natural ebb and flow of the game, not playing too hard when you don't have to, but still being capable of bold moves when the time calls. Favorite hobbies: reading. Genres. Her favorite genres are fantasy, science fiction, and romance. Running, playing pickup soccer, crossword puzzling, and punning. Pet peeves: slow walkers only if they take up the entire sidewalk. True.
Oh yeah.
Honestly. Accomplishment she's most proud of: being able to build a career for herself in the mainstream music industry as an Indian American woman and an independent artist. She came into the music starting truly from scratch, knowing nobody and having no understanding of how anything worked. And through a lot of hard work, I can now say that millions of people around the world listen to her music, and her music has been praised by organizations like the Recording Academy. Above all, representation means everything to me, which we love. Nothing makes her day more than receiving comments and messages from other South Asians saying they've been encouraged by her decision to pursue a career in the arts. And it's what makes her most proud. She knows she's truly fortunate, and she's able to do what she loves, and she's grateful to follow her dreams. Something we never know. You probably wouldn't be able to tell she's the youngest International Pun Championships Award winner in history. And then her biggest inspiration is her grandmother, Patty. When she was 16, she climbed, I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, one of the first people to summit Mount Everest, becoming the first South Indian woman in history. For her bravery, she was awarded the Ice Axe Medal by the Indian government. And then why she'll be the sole survivor. She's adaptable. She's operated in many different spheres in her life: competitive punning, debate, the music industries, the same way, first observing quietly and then fitting herself into the gaps to carve out her own space. She feels she's been preparing for Survivor her whole life, and she thinks she has a little more strength to let it on. This girl, honestly, she's probably my winner pick.
Yeah.
Like, she kind of gives me a vibe of like Paris.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Like she's just like I love how she loves her culture, but she's also like very passionate about music, which like I love. Like, music is one of my favorite things too. Yeah. And I just love her vibe. I think she's going to be very like strategic, but also very social. I think she's just going to be a very likable presence. And I could see them like her telling people about her music to stream it after the show kind of thing. And I could see her doing well in comps too. I could see her being another triple threat. And I honestly I adore her already. She's probably my favorite so far. Love Brandon Donlon. Don't get me wrong, we know him, but like, she's definitely my winner pick so far. I love her.
Yeah, I'll just say right off the bat, not only do I see her pretty much running her tribe, I feel like she's going to be like the main character of her tribe. Everyone's going to feel good with her. Everyone's going to feel attached to her. I feel like she might just win. Like, something about her just gives me that vibe. Not just the fact that
I have her on the draft.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I mean, you know me with drafts, so...
I mean, you do. I did the random.org and you got first pick.
Okay, well, you know, am I gonna do a heism again? We'll see. But rip, honestly, what a king. We really were robbed. But no, in all seriousness, I think she has pretty much everything that it takes to win. She understands the game so well. She gives the most thorough and well thought out answers. She's coming into this game knowing exactly what she wants to do, and I am very much here for it. You can tell that she's a fan. She studied it for a very long time. I feel like she's going to be someone that people just feel so attached to. There's so many different things they can bond with her, whether it's her singing, whether it's the fact that she is super into like Indian culture and things like that and wanting to know more about that, you know, whether it's the fact that she, you know, feels the way she does about certain things. I mean, there's just so much to love about this girl.
Another thing, I can also see her because like another person who loves her Indian culture, like I can see her and Jag bonding if they ever like force pass or like cross pass.
Yeah, put Jag on Survivor, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I think she might just win. I generally think she might. She's giving me that vibe. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say other than I have so much faith in her. I don't think there's anyone we've read so far that has the type of in-depth bio that she did. And this is exactly what I want to get from someone. Like, this is reminding me when we read Marianne's bio. And I just feel like that's the vibe I'm getting from J. Maya. So, yeah, I have such high hopes for her. I think she's going to kill it this season.
Me too.
So anyway, very tough act to follow, but let's talk about someone who's actually on her tribe, believe it or not. Let's talk about Drew. So he is 23 years old from Birmingham, Minnesota, currently resides in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is a grad student. His 3 words to describe him are smart, witty, and dynamic. He wants to be part of Survivor because it's the ultimate test of character. He's worked hard building himself up into who he is today. His growth was in considerable part motivated by watching Survivor. He wants the chance to play the game and how far he's come. His life experience that is preparing for the game. He says during the pandemic, he moved to Philadelphia on his own. He worked at a call center.
Cell center.
Why do I keep saying the wrong things? He worked at a cell center. This gave him practical sales experience that he thinks a lot of people his age simply don't have. He had to make connections in the first 10 seconds or he was out of luck. Previous player he thinks he identifies the most. He says Cochran, but he identifies the most with Penner. Very authentically into his quirks in terms of gameplay. He thinks will remind him of Ryan Ulrich in season 35. I'm not familiar with any of these people. Value in an alliance partner is loyalty and experience. Favorite hobbies are playing Scrabble, writing, and trivia. Pet peeves is the, oh my God, autocorrect. I mean,
That's funny.
Love the autocorrect. So what is the accomplishment he's most proud of is winning a trivia national championship in 2019. He captained his team and was a culmination of years hard work. Something we would never know from looking at him is he's a pretty open book in the sense that all his nerdy accomplishments are very predictable based on his appearance. In high school, he was elected secretary of the student body by his peers. Who's his biggest inspiration is his mom. Don't really have to get into that. And then he's giving me the sole survivor because he's very personable and authentic. He's a good strategist and a potent speaker. His hope is these attributes counterbalance for a weak physical game and help him clinch the title. Okay, so here are my thoughts on Drew real quick. I will say in the beginning was a little bit worried. I was like, I think this guy is going to get pre-jury, something about him. It just kind of is giving me that vibe. But then he started to dive into some of the other things that he's interested in. And I feel like that's something that you wouldn't really, it seems like he is somebody that, has a really good sense of the game. I think strategy-wise, he's going to be really good in that way. And I think he's going to be someone that, could potentially go very far. I think the fact that, he's won a trivia championship and things like that is really good. The thing that really, I think, worked well for me is when he talks about how he's an open book and things like that. I think that's really good for him. And also the fact that he's worked at not a call center, a cell center, and talk to people for like a few seconds. Like he's very personal in that way. However, it has to be said, he just gives me the vibe of somebody that is on their tribe and they are worried about because he's very smart and he seems like he knows what he's doing and he's very level-headed and he's not like, pulling his weight in challenges and things like that. And he's going to get pre-jury. I get that vibe from him, unfortunately. And I'd like to be proven wrong when it comes to Drew. And I do think there are definitely some things to like about him. I think there are things that make me think maybe he can get past it if he's able to bond with people. But even at that I'm a little bit worried about because he's so used to talking to people so quickly that maybe he'll be a little too social in his tribe and everyone's going to feel good with him and he's going to get first boot because of it. I feel like that could also happen to Drew where it's like, well, I feel good with Drew, but what I feel good with Drew, I feel good with Drew. Like I could see that very well happening to him. So yeah, everything I like about him, there is a negative, and that's not really a great thing. So I don't know. I think he definitely has potential, but something tells me he's not going to be here very long in this game.
I don't know. Like at first I was like, okay, I feel like he's going to get first boot, but now I'm like, after reading like more of his bio, I feel like I get serious like Carson and Kane vibes from him.
Maybe, yeah.
Like I do see like
hopefully better at it than Kane because Kane apparently
I can see him either getting Kane's placement, but I can also see him getting like like leaving at 4th because he loses fire. But like, I don't know. Like, he could get first boot if they decide to just go for like the nerdy guy. But like if they lose or whatever. But like, I don't know. I just get like Carson and Kane vibes from him. I don't know. I hope he does well. He seems very likable.
Yeah.
So, but I also they could be worried about his like how smart he is and his knowledge. But I don't know. I do get Carson vibes from him for sure.
I also get Zach Vertenberger vibes from him, but we'll see.
I mean, yes, but is he going to be a troll like Zach and Corey?
Probably not. Probably not. He doesn't give me that vibe. He just gives me the vibe of someone that people are just wary of. So.
Oh yeah, I don't see him being like a troll.
No, I do see him as someone that could potentially overplay though. So we'll see. But yeah, that's really my thoughts on Drew. Let's talk about the next woman you have to talk about, Julie.
I love talking about the women.
Yes, I promise I didn't. And actually, the oldest person on the season.
As she should. This is Julie Alley. She's 49. She's from Brentwood. Oh, yeah. She's from Brentwood, Tennessee. That's where she currently resides. She's an estate attorney. She's hardworking, loyal, and smart. For why she wants to be a part of it. The first season of Survivor that she ever saw was in 2015, Cambodia Second Chance. She was 40, recently a single mom with two middle school children. She had just started law school. She watched Survivors get a second chance at the game, and the whole game felt like her second chance of surviving life, which she was hooked. Survivor still inspires her to take risks and win at life. Why would she not want to be a part of this amazing show? Amazing one life experience that prepared her, starting over at age 40, being a single mom of 2 preteens, teaching art classes during the day and going to law school at night, creating a new life for herself and her kids, and she passed the bar exam and graduated law school within a week of her daughter graduating high school. Not giving up, building relationships, taking risks, all have prepared her. For previous players she identifies with the most and wants to play like, most identified with Cirie.
Let's fucking go, yes.
Hell yeah. You better watch her on Big Brother.
Hopefully she doesn't go tomorrow.
Yeah. She got off the couch, she took a risk and played the game. She wants to play like her, and she's normally very loyal and thinks she will play with an alliance, but she can be very suspicious of others and hope she plays a strategic game and make tough calls like Jesse in 43. I mean, he's a king too.
Oh yeah, we love Jesse.
Yes. Values an alliance member or partner. Truth, hard work, loyalty, and strength. Pretty basic. Favorite hobbies: baking cupcakes and cakes, jogging with her black lab Leo. Pet peeves: hair left in hairbrushes, other people slurping coffee. That's funny. I mean, slurping can be kind of annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
Accomplishments she's most proud of. She's most extremely proud of her 2 kids who are now amazing young adults, but she doesn't think she can take credit for them. They are God's gift to her. Something we would never know from looking at her. She hopes she doesn't look as old as she is. She has a 23-year-old daughter and a 21-year-old son. She hopes other players can't tell that she's an attorney. Biggest inspiration and why. Her mom, pretty simple, general. And why she will be the sole survivor. She reads people well. She has good instincts and will carry her family support with her in the game. She wants to win it to inspire and motivate other women in their 40s and older. It's never too late to start something new or go after a dream. I want to inspire them to be their own hero. Honestly, I actually have high hopes for her based on wanting to inspire like the older women and stuff. This kind of gives me vibes of like Cirie and Felicia on Big Brother, because like they're actually like doing super well for being like 53 and 63 years old.
For now. And we'll see what happens tonight.
I mean, I don't see Cirie leaving yet anyway, so.
Hope not.
No, I don't see Cirie leaving in the double. But
sacrificed herself, but
yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like she's at least making jury emerge, because I really like her. She just seems very genuine, and she feels like someone who people just really draw to. She would be like the mother to everybody. She just be very motherly and just takes care of everybody. With Hannah's the therapist too, right? So I could see both of them bonding and just like helping everyone and taking care of them.
They are not on the same tribe.
Well, like if they get to play together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like she could be like someone who comes out and dominates comps too. Like, look at Felicia winning a comp. Like, I could see her. Like, I could see her surprising people and winning like something unexpected that we think that like is a strong man would win, but we're like, oh no, she's gonna win. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's gonna be very adaptable and very strategic and smart and just very likable.
She reminds me of Lindsay from 42. Like, she's going to be someone that is a little bit older and, like, really surprises us and makes really killer moves. And I see her being more like a Lindsay than, like, who was that girl in 43 that, like, left super early and was, like, such a disappointment?
Oh, shit. What was her name?
You know who I'm talking about.
I think I do. I just forget her name offhand.
Yeah, she was, like, one of the first. Oh, Lindsay. That was her name.
Another Lindsay?
Yeah, it was a different Lindsay. But the Lindsay in 42 was fantastic, and she really ended up surprising us. And I just get that vibe from Julie here. I think she's going to be someone that people just don't expect. I think people are going to feel really close to her. I think, she's the oldest person on her tribe, but I think she's going to bond really well with people. I can see her and Maya like linking up very well. I can see her bonding very well. I can see her and Austin bonding very well. Like, I think she's going to be well positioned on her tribe. I think she's going to do quite well here. I also think she's really going to surprise in physical challenges. I think people aren't going to expect that. And I think that she's going to do a lot better than people are expecting she's going to. And so, I don't know. I actually do get really good vibes from Julie as well. I think she's at least making it to merge. I will say, in terms of placement, I also could see her being like Tiffany in 41, where she's like one of the first on the jury. But I do think she's at least making it to merge. So.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. Like, I really like. I'm actually excited to watch her play.
Me too.
Also, I think she's from Tennessee. I could see her having like a cute Southern charm.
Yeah. All right. Next person here, we have Jake O'Kane. He is 26. He resides in Hanson, Massachusetts. Currently resides in Boston, Massachusetts. He's an attorney. He says he's very boisterous, wily, and persistent. He wants to be on Survivor because it's a celebration of everything he's accomplished in his life. He graduated law school while working 2 jobs. He forged a healthier lifestyle, losing 80 pounds in the process. We love that.
Love that.
One life experience has prepared him as he feels studying for the bar exam prepared him for Survivor. Takes a lot of dedication, self-control, and enduring some tough days. But if one respects it, one can meet that challenge. Player he identifies with is Wendell because they both have a logical side. Both are going to law school, but also are creatives. And he thinks that combo served him well in the game. He's going to value in an alliance partner someone that can cover his weakness and get tight with the people who keep him at arm's length. He needs their trust and for them to believe what he says, whether it's true or not. Favorite hobbies are theater. We love that. Dungeons and Dragons and working out. Pet peeves are motorcycles, people who take themselves too seriously, and people who won't hear new ideas. Motorcycles is interesting.
I know that is funny. Maybe it's like the sound or something could bother him. Who knows?
Yeah, accomplishment he's proud of is finishing a Spartan race was a big moment for him. Being a guy who used to start breathing heavy after 2 flights of stairs. Aww. Something we would never know is that he makes the best homemade pizza. All right, so maybe he'll be finding food for people. Biggest inspiration is his mom. Pretty self-explanatory there. Soul Survivor is that he'll be a Soul Survivor because no one wants it more than him. No one's going to work harder than him to achieve it. He's going to be a people person with the intelligence to use his social skills to navigate through the game. I was surprised on this guy. You look at him and he kind of looks like just like the douchey alpha male. And listen, he could end up that way. We literally said Big Brother 25, Luke was not going to be the way we perceived him to be. And we know what happened with him.
I mean, I never had high hopes on Luke. I just thought he looked British.
I actually did. I thought he had potential based on what he was saying. I thought he was going to surprise
me. He gave me Paul Mescal vibes, which is like, how dare I? Paul Mescal.
Instead, he surprised people with how fucking racist he is. But anyway, Jake is somebody that I do think has potential in this game. I think that he definitely is going to be someone that wins a lot of challenges. I think he's going to be a huge, immunity threat once the merge happens. I could very well see him getting to the merge because I think he kind of is like a triple threat in that way. He seems like he's going to be someone that's very like sociable, but I think he's also going to really excel in obviously, the strategic aspect as well. I could really see him killing it. I'm looking at his tribe right now. He's got Brando there, who he can bond with like Dungeons and Dragons over. He's got Bruce there. And then 3 other people we haven't talked about are also there. So I'm not really sure where he's going to fit on his tribe, but just something about him. I don't think he's going to go super early. I actually think he does have quite a lot of potential here. He just seems like the kind of guy that like he wins a lot of immunities, but I think he's going to have a little bit more to him than just that. Like he's going to have a really solid social and strategic game to back it up, to where even though he's winning a lot of immunities, he doesn't necessarily paint a target on his back because of it. I think, like I said, there's, he's very versatile in terms of, and I've said this about quite a few people on this cast. It's a very good cast, honestly.
I honestly love this cast.
Yeah, there's no one really where I'm like, I don't like this person, except for maybe Emily. I'm not a big fan of her, but even her, I think she's gonna be fun to watch. But I
don't hate her. She's just not great.
Yeah. Jake, I think, does have a lot of potential. I generally think he's going to do really well. And what do you think?
Okay. When I first saw his picture, he just gave me like, I'm gonna make the men's alliance.
Yeah, he's gonna be the one to like target all the women.
I mean, I still see that, but I feel like he's gonna bring in like the strong alpha males, but also the nerdy guys, because he likes Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And so I feel like he's like, I definitely get serious like meninist vibes from him. I do not see him working with the women at all. Who knows? Maybe he'll surprise me.
I mean, we haven't talked about the women on his tribe yet, but I mean, Brando's there, who I feel like he's gonna bond with.
Okay.
I mean, Bruce, maybe bond, maybe the 3 of them link up.
I haven't looked at the tribes article yet.
I did send it to you if you want to look.
I'll look at it after we go through the cast. But I don't hate this guy. I think he will have a lot of potential. I feel like he's gonna be strong in challenges for sure, like physical threat. But I honestly see him being a complete meninist. I don't see him working with the women at all. But I mean, I'd love to be surprised. I like to be surprised, because there's certain guys I have like very low expectations for that end up like surprising me. So we'll see. But that's my thoughts so far.
Or maybe he'll be like a Danny on 44, where we like him at first and then we don't, because we find out things and we're like, oh fuck. So who knows? So that's Jake. Anyway, let's talk about
he's like, I'm doing this for the men.
Yeah, honestly, I can get that vibe. He just gives me frat boy vibes, like generally.
He's like, hey bro, wanna go shotgun a beer.
Yeah, like literally look at that like smirk. I just get that vibe from him. Anyway, let's talk about
DM Rocks says
hello.
I think, hey DM Rocks, we love you. I think Katurah is gonna play like Sabrina from Kim Spradlin season. Ooh, all right.
Anyway, let's talk about Katurah first.
Is it Katurah or Katurah? Katurah?
I think it's Katurah.
Katurah Tops. What another queen I'm excited.
Most of the time I've seen that name, that's how it's pronounced, but maybe
another queen I'm excited to talk about. She is 35 from St. Louis, Missouri, but she currently resides in Brooklyn, New York. She's a civil rights attorney. She's calculating, determined. What?
She's also on the same tribe with Jake, so kind of works out.
Yes, she's calculating, determined, and respected. Why do you want to be part of Survivor? She wants to remind herself of the power that the brave and multi-dimensional women inside her holds, and also, which we love that so much. And also because she firmly believes that doing things that scare the crap out of her is truly living. What's one life experience she feels prepared her? While walking through the world as a Black person, a woman, a queer person, and a child of poverty. Ugh, we love her already.
Oh, yeah.
Which previous person do you identify the most and obviously play like? Natalie and Spencer, for their never quit attitudes. She thinks that she has a mixture of Natalie's determination with a tiny bit of Rob's manipulation. Natalie's determination with a tiny bit of Rob's manipulative leadership, but not overboard. Overall, she thinks she'll be a new player entirely, which we love.
Oh, yeah.
value an alliance partner. Loyalty is so unrelenting that it's illogical. Think Laurel's loyalty to Wendell. Hobbies, hot
Nanny.
oh yeah. Hobbies, hot yoga, eating delicious food in gorgeous locations, and encountering systemic racism.
Hell yeah.
Yes, queen. Preach it. Accomplishment she's most proud of, successfully switching her life from just surviving to actually thriving.
Oh, you skipped pet peeves.
Oh. Pet peeves, slow walkers, slow talkers, and people who ooze privilege. And then obviously accomplishment she's most proud of, successfully switching her life from just surviving to actually thriving, which, love that so much. Something we never know from looking at her. She speaks French. And she's almost colorblind. Oh, wow. Biggest inspiration and why. Katurah the child. Aw.
Wow.
That's a very interesting one. That little girl faced some of the most unimaginable obstacles, yet still decided to protect herself, become a civil rights lawyer, and break generational curses. And she grew up and did exactly that. Why she'll be the sole survivor, because she's been preparing for it for life, even when she didn't realize it. Okay, she's another one I have as a winner pick. Oh my god, she's such a queen already.
I was gonna say, what a queen.
Also with Jake on her tribe, I feel like she's gonna be like the person who's like trying to get all the men. Like I can see her being like completely like for the women and the POCs. Oh, yeah. Like she's gonna be like, yeah, we gotta get Jake out. He's like trying to get all the guys to stick together. Like I can see her like going off on him, being like,
yes,
being like, no, we're not having these alpha men win. Like I feel like she's gonna be very strategic, very social. Like I feel like she's gonna be likable. I think everyone's gonna love her and just draw to her, and just like really like. I feel like she'll be an inspiration to like most of them and everything. And I can see her doing well in comps too. She's another one I can see as a triple threat. And just like her representation and like just everything, like her personality is just amazing, and she just seems adaptable. She seems likable. She seems like someone that people are really going to draw to. And yeah, I can definitely see her like going for the guys for sure.
Yeah, I fucking love her so much. Oh my god. I think that she is another person that I could see going very far. She is similar to Maya. She's running her fucking tribe. I see that happening right now. I think she is going to be the person who watched previous seasons of Survivor and said,
another thing. I can see her trying to like find a power to like idol out like a Jake or someone.
No, her and Jake are going to clash like real bad. I don't see them bonding at all. I think that what really is going to happen here, she's going to find the women, they're going to team up, and she's going to be like, we are fucking sticking together. We are not going to let what's happened in the last 2 seasons happen here. And she's just going to kill it. I think that she's going to be someone that people try to get out, and it's going to be hard to do it. And I could see her getting very far in this game because of it. The fact that she also is someone that, it just seems to have just such passion about what she, standing up for things and things like that, I think is going to be really good for her. I think physical wise, I think she's going to do really well. I think she's going to surprise a lot of people on that front. I just have such high hopes for her. I think she's going to be one of the most dynamic characters of the entire season. I think she's going to be someone that we all just kind of fall in love with. And
I think she's going to be like the Mariah who actually goes far.
She's going to be what I think people were hoping for in Mariah. Yeah. Like, I hope she, I think she, because we had such high hopes for her in 43. And then, of course, she got first place.
Can we have her and J Maya, like, team up, please?
Yeah, literally.
And be a power duo.
Oh my god, that'd be so good. Now, unfortunately, they're not on the same tribe, but there are 2 other women on this tribe that we haven't talked about that I think she might end up working with. Also Bruce is there, who I could see her linking up with.
I can see her working with him. Like I can see them being kind of like maybe like a silent duo.
Why do I see, I don't know why, I'm just picturing this. I see Brando and Jake being like one part of the tribe, and then everyone else is just like against them. Like I
Yes.
see that. I see that.
Oh, yeah.
I can already see the tribe dynamics there.
We're not letting the white men win.
Well, Brando's not white, but yes.
Well, talking about Jake.
Yes, no, I think her and Jake are definitely going to clash for sure. But no, she's going to kill it. I have such high hopes for her. Please do not make this girl pre-jury. Please do not.
Oh, I will be so upset if she's pre-jury.
Yes, I am literally like holding out all the hope in the world for the women this season that these men are not going to try to target them and get them pre-jury because it keeps happening and it's so fucking annoying. I'm really hoping that Katurah can be someone that goes really far because I have a lot of potential for her. So she's going far, fucking speaking into existence. Let's move on here. All right. So the next person we're talking about is Kaleb Gebrewold. He is 29. He's actually from Canada. He's in Port, how do you pronounce this?
That is Port Coquitlam.
Whatever you said. Canada, currently resides in Vancouver. He is a software.
Say it with me. Port Coquitlam.
Port Coquitlam. Okay, there it's kind of like a tongue twister. Coquitlam. There we go. 3 words to describe him: charismatic, opportunistic, and golden retriever. We love that golden retriever energy.
Oh yeah, we do.
He wants to be on Survivor because he remembers laughing with his mom at the pathetic crying survivors on TV. She'd always say she couldn't wait to watch her out there, so it'd be meaningful to close that chapter. Also, 1 million USD goes even further in Canada. That is true.
That's true.
One life experience that he feels has prepared him for the game. Lifeguarding at 17 to start a painting business. He ran this business throughout university to pay for school. He's been failing lots in life, but he has the life and street skills to bring to Survivor. Previous player, he says that he'd love to say Tony, but out of respect, he won't. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. So I guess he's not a Tony fan. Value an alliance partner is someone who can control their emotions and who has relationships and can gather information from other members of the tribe so we can build the most complete picture possible. Favorite hobbies are basketball, travel, trying things for the first time, friend-related activities, and trouble. Pet peeves are people with no sense of humor. So once again, not going to bomb well with Emily. I don't know if they're on the same tribe. They are on the same tribe, actually.
Oh, I feel like they're gonna clash. Like he'll be like, what is wrong with this girl?
Yeah, people who talk about wanting things but won't do anything about it. Accomplishment he's most proud of is works for a marketing company that partners with businesses to educate their communities about choosing conservative healthcare, physical therapy, chiro, etc. over addictive medication and invasive surgery. It's a mission he's passionate about. Over the past 5 years, he's generated millions in sales, which means he's helping thousands of patients and hundreds of local businesses. Something we would never know from looking at him is that he's worked remotely since 2017. He's lived in 27 countries. Fiji is actually 28. Wow, that's crazy. Biggest inspiration is his dad, who never graduated high school and was in jail for 5 years, actually. 1.5 in Ethiopia, 3.5 in Somalia, yet has a degree from Russia along with his nursing degree. I'm going to read this whole thing because this is like way more interesting than most of the ones we get. His parents have sacrificed a lot for their kids to have opportunities to do better and experience more, which pushes him every day. And he's going to be the sole survivor because he's never been qualified for anything he's done. So why not him? Whether getting his first job at 13 by lying and saying he was 16 to slinging pizzas, he started painting business, never picked up a brush or working in software sales. He's never had the resume, but he always figures it out and brings an entire personality, and he expects the best in Survivor. This guy is going far. I'm calling it right now. I can already see him being a potential winner pick of sorts. I think he's going to bond really well with a lot of people. And it really just seems like similar to some of the players talked about. He's just kind of the whole package. Like he's so good in terms of social games. People are gonna feel so gravitated towards him. He's on a great tribe too because he's with Brandon and Hannah, who I think he's gonna bond really well with. And then the other 2 people we haven't talked about, Emily, I think is gonna be a problem. I think they're gonna clash because she doesn't like humor and he doesn't like people that don't have a sense of humor. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
I can see like him trying to go for her if they lose.
I could also see this guy like dictating his tribe. Like I could
Yeah.
very well see that. I think he's going to be the person everybody feels the best with, and I think
Mm-hmm.
he's going to do really well. Similar to Jake, I mean, I think Kaleb's going to win like a lot of immunities. I could very well see that. I mean, he says that he's like really into basketball and things like that. This is a very physical guy. I think he's really going to kill it on that front, and I just think he is going to be someone that we just feel that everyone just feels so connected to in that way. So yeah, I have a lot of hope for Kaleb. He's definitely one of my potential winner picks, to be honest with you. And I think he's going to go really far in this game. I don't see a universe. This is just my prediction. I do not see a universe where this guy doesn't at least get to 6. I think he is legitimately going to go that far. I have a lot of faith in him. He's definitely one of the people that I've been the most impressed with overall. And also, I love his story as well. Just him being in so many countries, his like, very rough, family, the stuff his parents has had to go through. This guy just seems so like endearing, and I can't wait to get to know him more on this season.
I kind of get like Nasir vibes from him. Like I feel like he's just gonna be like, I feel like he's gonna be just like a wholesome guy that like Nasir and also Jag. Like I can see him being like very wholesome, and nobody wants to get rid of him at all just because he's like a huge teddy bear.
Yeah, but I also think he's going to have more of a killer instinct than both of them.
That's true. Like I can definitely see him being very cutthroat as a game player. Yeah. But yeah, and I can definitely see him doing well in comps, and love that he's Canadian. Like we love the Canadian players.
Oh yeah.
And I do have really high hopes for him as well. I do see him, love his story. Like it's amazing, it's incredible, and super inspiring. And I could see him definitely like teaming up with Maya and Katurah, because that would be a killer trio.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, make it happen.
I would die if that. Please have them work together. Please, let's just like have them get to come together. Yeah. And like I could really just see like his story just really inspiring them, and just everyone. Honestly, I can see everyone just really loving him. Except I just do not see him and Emily bonding at all. But like
I think they're gonna clash.
Like I could see her trying to work with him, but like her vibes just don't. He just doesn't like her vibes and just tries to go for her, but she tries to work with him. I could see that, but and then we love the golden power. Golden power of
Vito. This isn't Big Brother.
Oh yeah, we love the golden retriever energy, and I have such high hopes for him. Like I can definitely, I see him at least getting the 5th.
Yeah, we'll see. I have a lot of hopes for Kaleb for sure. But let's talk about
another person I'm excited to talk about.
Yes, and also one of the other women who is on a tribe with Katurah.
Slay. All right, this is Kelly Nalbandian.
Okay, I think, yeah.
She's 30. She's from Weston, Connecticut, but she currently resides in New York. She's a critical care nurse. She's scrappy, deliberate, and intuitive. She started watching the show while working through the COVID pandemic as a nurse in NYC. It was the most difficult thing she's ever done, but it taught her that life is short and can change overnight. So why not go for what you want full tilt? I think that spirit of perseverance and true humanity is woven through the game. Plus, she loves the adventure and competition, and who doesn't want to run extreme adult obstacle courses? One life experience that prepared her, definitely being a nurse. She became an EMT at 18. She's worked in the emergency room, now in critical care, and through COVID as a nurse in NY. These experiences taught her to be rational, perceptive, and emotionally intelligent in sustained stress and chaos, not to mention doing this on a night shift for 12 hours at a time, often without a break to rest. Nurses are tough, but we're also empathetic, comforting, and vulnerable. That combination will help her greatly in the game. Previous players she identifies with and wants to play like totally relate to Kelly Wentworth's tenacious, scrappy vibe, but she thinks like Parvati. She has the ability to connect with and draw in lots of different types of people, and with charm and authenticity, but still maintain an independent, ruthless mental strategy. She'd also like to draw inspiration from Sari, as they're both here. Hell yeah. We love another Sari lover. Well, Sari, Parvati, and Kelly. Love them all.
Oh, yeah.
Valiant and alliance partner.
And Parvati worked with Sari, so like...
we love them so much.
Yeah.
Please watch Micronesia.
I need to watch like a lot of Survivor, but I will definitely watch that one.
Yes. Also, another really underrated one is token teens.
Okay.
Okay, so she likes to
The
play
one that
with...
Marianne does not like.
I love that season. I literally watched it in like a day. So anyway, she likes to play with people that not only trust but also understand their motives. They don't have to be traditionally predictable. She just has to get them and vibe with them, and hopefully they can have some fun together. Play hobbies: playing acoustic guitar, watching and playing soccer, and taking board games way too seriously. Pet peeves: inefficiency and know-it-alls, which that's fair.
Sorry.
I don't really like know-it-alls either.
Sorry.
You are not a know-it-all.
I feel like I come off as one sometimes, so I just need to like.
All right, accomplishments she's most proud of: working through COVID-19 pandemic as a nurse in NY. It showed her she has a lot more resilience and grit than she thought. She's also proud of being her nursing school valedictorian and getting into Yale for grad school. She thinks people really underestimate nurses' intelligence, but she lives to prove people wrong. She's something we would never know. She's a little nerdy. She loves strategy board games and video games. Biggest inspiration and why: her fiance Gabrielle. That's cute. Love that. She has persevered. We love another LGBTQ icon.
Yes.
She has persevered through difficult times against the odds and became not only successful, but through everything, been the most genuine, generous, empathetic individual. Brings everyone together. And while she'll be the sole survivor, her job requires her to be adaptable in the face of constant chaos and change. Just like this game, she's a chameleon. She can bro out with the jocks, nerd out with nerds, be besties with the girls. There's no one she can't bond with, and she thinks she'll surprise people. At the end of the day, she's fully prepared to manipulate and blindside her way to final tribal, where she can get votes from her friends on the jury. Honestly,
the way you're fucking running Balo, like it's happening.
I really love her. Like I definitely see her making it to at least 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
I could see her winning for sure, but like right now I see her at least like 4th or 5th. Like I get a Kelly Wentworth vibe from her, but I also get like a Sarah vibe from last season.
Because her name is Kelly. What the fuck?
Well, I also get a Sarah vibe from her, but I can see her making it farther than Sarah. Like, she seems like I just like, also being a nurse, I can see her being someone who takes care of people when they're like sick and down too. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, I definitely see her being like super strategic and super, like, obviously because of Parvati and Kelly and Sari, like I can see her being another triple threat for sure. Like so many of these people are like, this cast is great.
Aside from like a couple people.
And yeah, I can see her being like social with everybody. Like everyone likes her because, like she said, she can literally bond with the nerds, the bros, the girls, all of that. Like she'll definitely vibe with everybody. I don't think anyone's gonna want to go for her. But like, yeah, I can see her getting cut at 4th or 5th just because she's so likable that they can't win against her.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, she'll probably win unanimously. So we got to get her out. But I do see her also winning final immunity. And for now too, I could see her running her tribe.
Yeah. I think in regards to Kelly, I think that literally her and Katurah are running the tribe. I think that's going to happen. I also think that she is going to be in a really strong position. She says she bonds well with everybody. She's a nurse. She's prepared for any situation. I think she's going to be quick. She's going to think on her feet. If there's a problem, she's going to be able to solve it. I just think she is just going to be so good this season. I think that she's going to be someone that a lot of people, either they underestimate or they underestimate her, or they know how she's playing and they just don't give a fuck because they feel so good with Kelly. Kelly's so important for their game. I could very well see that from her. And yeah, I could see her potentially winning. I don't know if she's going to, but it definitely is a possibility. I think she is a really strong story. And yeah, I mean, from my perspective, her tribe, the girls are working together. Like it's gonna happen. I think that Katurah and Kelly especially are way
I don't know. Like I can see her like working with the girls too, but like since she bonds with everyone, I can see her just being like trying to play the middle.
Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, yeah, I could see that too. I think that
like I could see her being like whatever the vote is, I could see her going with majority because like she's just trying to play the middle.
I think she'll be just as close with like Jake and Brand. Again, I don't know if these are the dynamics. I'm just like, this is a hypothetical.
I can definitely see her being like, I can see her having deals with the girls. She has like some side deals with the guys, like all
Jake
that.
And Brando, yeah. Her and Bruce, I think, will bond. Like, I just think she's going to be in such a good spot, not just on her tribe, but this entire season.
I can actually see her having the best spot on her tribe.
I could honestly see that too. And I think she's going to be someone that she doesn't lose allies, she gains allies. I think that's what's going to happen to her. Like, people are just going to. I also see like her and Hannah bonding. Like, I get very similar energies from them, and I think that whenever they link up, if they get to link up, I think that they will work very well together. So just in general, I think Kelly.
I also kind of get like Sarah Beth vibes from her.
Yeah, honestly, I could see that. I could definitely see that. She seems very just like sweet and nice and things like that. But yeah, I think Kelly is gonna kill it, and I think she's gonna do really well this season. So yeah, that's Kelly. All right, let's talk about our next person. We only have a few people left, I think.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 4 more people.
Okay, so the next person here is Nicholas, otherwise known as Sifu. Alsup, he is 30. He resides in O'Fallon, Illinois. He still resides there. He is a gym owner, and 3 words describe him: he's outgoing, loving, and empowering. He wants to be a part of Survivor because he wants to test himself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. He also wants to have a massive impact on the world with all the programs and outreach he does, whether it's for kids he works with, for autism, or his mentorship program.
I love that.
A life experience that he feels prepare him for the game. He is being a martial artist his entire life. He started Yang-style Tai Chi when he was 6. It's taught him so much about mental toughness. Previous player he identifies the most with is Tony Vlachos. He likes the ferocity he played with and his reason to help his family grow and be sustainable. Him, they're both equally crazy in that way. So that is someone that he feels close to. Values an alliance partner is honesty, focus, and determination. Favorite hobbies are playing guitar, practicing Tai Chi, cooking. He's a grill master, going on dates with his fiance. They do some cool stuff. And then pet peeves are liars and mean people.
Mood.
The he's most proud of is becoming a world champion in push hands, undefeated and recognized worldwide. Something we would never know from looking at him is that he loves Dragon Ball Z. The thing in his life, his biggest inspiration is his father. He was brave enough to fight for his country in the Vietnam War, and he taught him Tai Chi. The thing that will make him be, and the reason he's the sole survivor is because he will undeniably be himself. He will be unwavering in his pursuit, willing to suffer, willing to do whatever it takes. He is the sole survivor. So I think there's a lot to like about this guy. What do you think?
Oh, you want to go first or me?
No, you can go first.
Okay. He's someone I have like a huge question mark with. Like, I do not know where he's gonna go. Like, he could make it far. He could be an early boot. Like, I don't see him being like first or second. I definitely see him.
He is on the Reba tribe with like Austin and Jemaya and Dee and Drew and Julie.
Okay. Yeah. As of right now, I can see him being like somewhere pre-jury, like maybe before jury, or like maybe like early merge kind of thing. But I feel like he seems likable. Like, he seems very inspirational. Like, and very inspiring, like where he says he's very empowering, which I feel like he's gonna bond with a lot of people who have like those backstories, like that are very like important. So I feel like he's gonna bond with people like that. So he'll probably just be someone who's like very social and just very likable, and people will just kind of like relate to him. I'm trying to think who I could see. I could see him working with Kaleb.
Oh, he's not in the same tribe with Kaleb. It's Austin, Dee.
If they get together, obviously, because it's not obviously they're not going to stay on those tribes,
right?
But like if they get together to swap or something, maybe, who knows?
Wait, they swap in Survivor?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Like, I like this guy. Like, he seems just like he'd be very smart, and I don't know. I feel like he'd also like prove people wrong. Like, he could, like, he's another person I could see winning the unexpected challenges. I don't know. Like, he's still a question mark for me, like where he's gonna go, but I do really enjoy him.
Yeah, I like him for the most part. I do agree with you that I don't think he's gonna get like super far. I honestly could see him being like either the merge boot or like
Yeah, I
one
can
of
see
the
the merge
jury
boot.
boot. I could very well see that from him. I think that he's going to be someone that people do feel gravitated towards, but something tells me he's not going to be like anyone's priority. Like he's going to be someone that people feel close to, but they always have someone else in mind.
Like I can see them maybe they like vote for him as like a decoy.
Yeah. So on his tribe, you have Drew, D, Austin, J Maya, and Julie. Right now, I feel like J Maya, obviously, like I said, I think she's going to run the tribe. In terms of like D and Austin and Julie, I feel like they're all just going to have like such closer relationships. And I could see this guy getting cut short because of that. If he's able to make it past this tribe, I do see him being someone that people see as a potential challenge threat as well because of like his Tai Chi abilities and things like that. I also feel like he's someone that is going to just get, I think he's just going to come up short in some areas. I think maybe he's not going to be as close with people or things like that. So that's kind of where I see him going. I don't think he's going to like go super early, but I don't think he's going to make it super far either. So I agree with you. He's kind of a question mark for me. That's kind of where I would put Sifu. So we'll see how he does. Anyway, let's talk about the last person on the, what tribe is it? The Balo tribe. Let's talk about Kendra.
I don't know these tribes right now. I have not looked at the page.
Balo's the one with Katurah and Bruce and all of them.
Okay, this is Kendra McQuarrie. She's 31 from Haverhill, Massachusetts, but she currently resides in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. She's a bartender. She's outgoing, determined, and enthusiastic. She wants to be a part of Survivor because she loves to challenge herself, put herself in situations to grow as a person. Survivor checks all the boxes for her as far as adventure goes on, and then some. One life experience that prepared her. Walking by Camino Primitivo in Spain by herself definitely prepared her for this game. Walking alone over 15 miles in a day in a new country with nothing but her backpack showed her how determined and resourceful she is. Aw. Identify and play like. She sees a bit of herself in strong female players like Amanda, Michelle, and Kim, but the first player she really connects with is Carolyn from season 44. Oh, love that.
Oh, yes. We love that.
Like her, she's not afraid to be herself and let her freak fly. She loves her authenticity and hopes to bring that into the game herself. She values an alliance partner, loyalty. She loves to find two people to go all the way to the end with. Also, she'll definitely value someone who is relaxed and grounded to help balance her out. Favorite hobbies: hiking, rollerblading, studying astrology, reading, camping, cooking with her friends, and listening to music. Pet peeves: people who chew with their mouths open, snoring, not saying please and thank you, and when people ask her the meaning of her tattoos. Accomplishment she's most proud of: completing the Camino de Santiago. Something that we never know from looking at her. She talks exactly like Drew Barrymore. That's funny.
Okay.
Biggest inspiration and why. It's hard to pick just one person because all of her friends inspire her so many different ways. And while she'll be the sole survivor, because she's got moxie, her unwavering optimism, courage, and gut instincts will guide the way to sole survivor. I like her. Like, she's definitely not like a top person for me, but I do think she seems cool. Like, I don't see like the main character cracked energy like Carolyn, because I don't know. I feel like I don't see her going like super far. Like, I feel with her, I could see her being like the merge boot or like right before jury or right before merge. Like, I don't know. Like, she seems cool and fun and like I like her vibe and everything, but like I don't know. She there's nothing super interesting that stands out to me about her. Like, I want her to surprise me. I like obviously I like when people surprise me and everything in games, but like yeah, as of right now I don't have super high hopes for her. Like, I see her going like sometime in pre-merge. Yeah,
that's kind of how I assessed her as well. This is kind of what I think.
I also could see her maybe being, I mean, maybe first boot if like they're trying to go for someone else, but then there's like a shot in a dark way or something.
Yeah, I could see that. I think this is me personally. I think if that alliance that I think is going to happen is a thing between the three women, I think she's going to be the first one to go. I think people are not going to feel as good as they do with a Katurah or Kelly. I think they're going to be way more insulated than her. And just because of that, she's going to come up short. I do think she's going to be a fun character, but I agree. She just gives those pre-jury vibes. She gives the vibes of someone I think is going to be like really loyal, but a little too loyal. And I think that's what's going to bite her in the ass. Like she's not going, it's going to be similar to the person we just talked about in Sifu, where she's just not going to put in as much effort as some other people. And she's going to like, she's just not going to have the bonds that other people on her tribe do. And because that, she's just going to fall short. So I do think she's going to be pre-jury, unfortunately. Right now, I think she's going to be the fourth person out. That's kind of what I think.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that tribe's going to be good. Like I think they're not going to go to tribe.
I don't think she's being first boot unless they end up unless they go to first boot. I could see her being like, say somebody uses a shot in the dark, like I said, and then she goes.
Yeah, if they want to get Jake out and then Jake doesn't go, But I just think that she's going to be well positioned for a bit, but I think she's not going to make it past the pre-jury. Like, you know how there's always like that one pre-jury character
I kind of see like the guys in the tribe like being like, oh, she's running all the girls, and then like it's really actually like Katurah, but they think it's her.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that's definitely going to happen.
And I'd rather her go over Katurah.
Yeah, like they think getting rid of her will like change something, and then it changes nothing. Kind of like Cam wanting to get rid of Felicia when that wouldn't like want to get rid of Izzy, but that everyone else want to get rid of Felicia when that didn't change anything. You know, something kind of like that. Like maybe Kendra will be the sacrificial lamb for that group. So yeah, that's kind of where I see her going. There's always like that one person pre-jury that like you feel like they're going to make it farther and they don't. And I feel like that's going to be Kendra this season. So that's how I feel about her. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the last person now on the, which tribe is this? Oh, this is actually not the last person. The last two people are on the same tribe. That's the Lulu tribe with Hannah and Brandon and Emily and Kaleb. These are the last two people we're talking about. So this is Sean Edwards. He is 35. He's from Lawrence, New Jersey. Again, love New Jersey. Current residence is, I don't love some of the people on reality TV that are on New Jersey, but these people seem cool.
We love Surrey.
Don't love the Calafioris though, but current residence is Provo, Orem, Utah. Occupation is a school principal. I don't feel like you see that a lot in Survivor. 3 words to describe are connection seeker, ambitiously minded, and magnetic energy. He wants to be part of Survivor because he's been watching Survivor ever since the very beginning. He's always wanted to play, but for so many years, never had the confidence to put himself out there. For him, Survivor represents his chance to reclaim a lot of lost time and missed opportunities. He now has pride and confidence in himself. He's ready to play and win. A life experience he feels preparing for the game. As a game man, overcoming social stigma and religious expectations helped him to develop mental grit, tenacity, and resilience, which is absolutely necessary for Survivor. Previous players he identifies the most with Zeke Smith. He was always authentic and true to himself. He always came across as genuine, even in his gameplay. He imagines, once again, he mentioned Surrey. We love that. And Todd Herzog. They both were able to use the power of connection and social wit to form relationships that brought them further into the game. Then when those relationships no longer served their gameplay, they voted them out. He knows that sounds harsh, but that's the game. They can be friends after he wins. He promises. Values an alliance partner. He wants to value in his everyday life as an elementary school principal is diverse perspectives. He wants to bring that value into the game. He wants to align with people who think differently than him because they will be able to see situations from a different vantage point, suss out shady people or have different ideas that he may not initially see, notice, or have. Favorite hobbies, his husband, Matt, is a great cook. His favorite thing to do is eat his food while spending quality time with him and watching Survivor seasons. He loves a good game. I read that wrong. I thought he meant like he eats his food. Like this is your food, but it's my food now. Like that's how I read that. He also loves a good game night with his cousins. I'm such a clown. Pet peeves, people who are arrogant and think they are better than others. Accomplishment he's most proud of. He's pretty proud of a lot of things, like being the first openly gay school principal in his school district, getting his doctorate degree, having work published in various academic journals, but all of that pales in comparison to his absolute great success in life, his husband, Matt. We love that. That's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Something we would love from looking at him, something we would know from looking at him is when people first met him, they often make assumptions. Almost everyone thinks he's younger than he really is. There was a time in his life when he was a high school vice principal and parents and visitors thought he was the student body president. So people are always surprised to learn that he is so accomplished in his education and career. He's just not here for a good time. He's goal-driven and a natural leader. In his life, his biggest inspiration is Elaine, his older sister. She has autism. She's nonverbal, aggressive, and self-injurious, and cannot live independently. And although she faces more challenges every day than most people, she smiles, laughs, and gets through it. He hopes one day to have an ounce of her bravery. He's giving me the Soul Survivor because Survivor is largely a social game. His skills in this area will lead him to becoming the next Soul Survivor. He can read people's emotions, empathize with others, connect with anyone, and make people feel comfortable with him. These skills are going to help him to build alliances naturally and easily. He's ready to claim the 1 million now. I love this guy. I think he's going to do so well on his tribe. The thing that sticks out to me about him, and this is something I haven't heard from a lot of people, is that he wants to work with someone from a different perspective. And looking at his tribe, I feel like that's going to be like Hannah, Brandon, someone like that. Maybe he works with Emily. Maybe everyone else isn't really vibing with Emily, and he works with Emily, and Emily stays because of that.
That would be a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah, maybe that's what happens. Or maybe he works with Kaleb. Like, there's a lot of possibilities here. I think he's going to be one of the most adaptable people in the entire game. Sean is someone that people are going to feel so good with because of the fact that he's willing to work with pretty much anybody. And I think he's going to do so well on that front. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people with just, the kind of person he is. But he's also going to have this, like, he's also going to play so hard. He's going to, get down to business. While he's someone that's going to be fun to joke with, he's always going to be thinking about the game. He's never going to let that get in the way. And I think he's going to be so good in that way. I think physical wise, he's going to do really well. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people in that sense. I just have a lot of high hopes for him. He's another person I could legitimately see winning the game. And I think he's definitely going to kill it. I'm really hopeful for him. What do you think?
I could definitely see him winning if it gets to the end. But like, I don't know why I get a vibe of him being like, I could see him being like idled out at like 6th.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Like maybe like they go for him because they're like, oh yeah, he's like super smart. He has all this knowledge. He's literally like one of the people running the game, and you got to go for him. Like he just has that vibe. Like people are he's very likable, and I can see him working with different people too. Like I could see him teaming up with Emily, which would be cool and interesting. And I don't know. I just get serious, like rocked out, idled out vibes for him. But I could see him winning. I could see him getting to the end and winning too, because I feel like he's going to be a really good speaker. Yeah. And we also love the LGBTQ representation. Yes. Amazing. And another older cast member. Mm-hmm. And like, I do have potential for him for sure. I'm excited to see him play.
So with that said, we talk about the last person on that tribe. Let's talk about Sabiyah.
All right. This is Sabiyah Broderick. She's 28 from Locust Grove, Georgia. She currently resides in Jacksonville, North Carolina. She's a truck driver.
Ooh, okay. That's a little different.
Slay. She's resilient, vibrant, and proud. She wants to be a part survivor because it's a game that challenges you, not only physically, mentally, emotionally, but spiritually. And it's a test of will and faith. What's one experience you feel that's prepared her? 4 years active duty in the United States Marine Corps. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then identify and play like. Oh, we love Suri mentions.
Yes.
She loves Suri's heart and strategic mind. She's a legend in this game. She hopes she can carry the same legacy of Grace, which, amazing. Value an alliance partner, a chameleon. She needs adaptability and a level of secrecy. Trust is a given, but she likes to align with the least suspected, but most sensible. Hobbies, basketball, new restaurant dates, and painting. Pet peeves, laziness, and an I can't attitude. Yeah. Accomplishment she's most proud of, serving her country, providing her and helping her dad vacation to Africa, which was his dream. That's sweet. And then something you never know from looking at her. She's a truck driver, has 4 brothers, no sisters, and she's a Marine. Biggest inspiration, Her parents, her dad is an immigrant from Jamaica, born into poverty and now teaches engineering and has 3 degrees. Her mom raised 5 kids and battled isolation from her own family at times and never gives up and never accepts the minimum effort. And while she believes sole survivor, she has been preparing unconsciously for this show for her whole life, and it's her destiny to be the sole survivor. I really like her a lot. Like, I could see her, I can honestly see her teaming up with, like, Katurah, too. Like, just their backstories and their stories and just, like, their vibes. Just, like, I could see her, Katurah, and Jemiah and Kaleb. I could see them teaming up. Oh, that'd be possibly so good.
That could be cool.
That'd be amazing. But I don't know. I could see her, like, I don't see her winning per se, but I could see her being, like, maybe, like, a 7th place. Like, I could see her making at least jury. But I could also see her maybe being, like, early somewhere pre-jury, not first boot, but, like, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say. Like, she's like, I can definitely see her being merged, but I can also see her being pre-jury. It's kind of a question mark there, but I do really like her, and I do want to see her do well.
I don't know. I think that she definitely has potential for sure, but something about her, she just gives me, like, pre-jury vibes. I don't know in terms of, like, her tribe. I just feel like she's going to be another person that people just feel good with, but not good as other people. And I think because of that, she could get sniped pretty early on. I do think she has potential in terms of, like, you know, I think she seems very personable. I think this whole cast honestly seems very personable. I don't think there's nobody here who I'm like, they're going to have.
There's nobody that's really, like, unlikable for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly people I like more than others, but, like, I think overall it's a really strong cast, and I like pretty much everybody here. But I think the thing about her is that, you know, she's another one of those people who I just don't know how she's really going to do, and we're not going to know how she's going to do until we really get there. And I think that's kind of where I'm at. She's another, like, question mark for me, like, kind of like I could also see her. I could see her being another one that they think is running the tribe, but she's not. That does nothing. Yeah, kind of like a Sifu. I just see her potentially. I just
too, in that sense.
Yeah, that's kind of where I see her going right now. So that's kind of where I'm at with Sabiyah. So with that said, before we get to the draft, there's one thing I wanted to do that I thought would be kind of fun, and that is that we're going to go through all the tribes here, and I want you to predict which tribe you think is going to go to tribal first.
Let me see. Let me go to
we have the Basile tribe. This is Brandon, Bruce, Jake, Katurah, Kelly, and Kendra. The second tribe is the Lulu tribe. We have Brandon, Emily, Hannah, Kaleb, Sabiyah, and Sean. And the Reba tribe, we have Austin, D, Drew, Jemiah, Julie, and Sifu.
Okay, I feel like first place, like, I feel like the tribe that's going to be, like, first place winning is, I honestly see Basile winning.
Yeah.
And then I would say second place would probably be Reba, and then I could see Lulu going to tribal first.
Yeah, I think Lulu definitely could. I also could see Reba going. I think someone like a Drew or someone like, you know, I think that could definitely happen. I think that by far Basile is, like, the least likely tribe, which is why it would be crazy if they actually were.
Oh my god, that would be spicy, because, like, I don't see Brandon, Bruce, Katurah, or Kelly are going up first. Like, Jake and Kendra, I could see Jake or Kendra leaving from there.
Yeah, for sure. I could definitely see that happening. But we'll have to see what happens there. I think right now that is what I would say as well. But with that said, you know what time it is, right? It's draft time. Let's go ahead. And
you have the first pick because of the random.org.
Yes, we're gonna pull up this draft here now. You will notice there are files from Survivor 41. I am using an old draft because I had to go really quick. So
who should I pick?
Yeah, there are people here from 41. Just ignore them. They're not eligible to pick. I picked an old draft because I needed to get something done quick. So yeah. With that said, there's a lot of options here. There's a lot of people that I want to pick. There's a lot of people here that I think are going to do really well. and I'm torn between two people. There's two people here that I really want to pick, and I'm really unsure which one. But there's one person I just have.
Who are these two people?
I don't know. There's one person I have a little bit more faith in than the other, and so because of that, I got to pick Jemiah here.
Fuck you! I wanted to pick her.
Yeah, I just think that she's the whole package. She's the person who I felt the most confident on. I think that she is going to go so far in this game. She's absolutely going to run her tribe. I just can't wait to see how much she dominates.
You were officially on my hit list.
Okay. just like hope and sex education.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Jemiah for me, definitely. So excited for her.
I mean, we can do a little switcheroo if you'd like.
I mean, no.
Maybe, depending on who we each have. We'll see. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right. This is tough. So, I'm going to go with... My first pick is going to be... Because it would still be a snake draft, so we can pick two.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to pick... My first one's going to be Kelly.
Okay, yeah, I had a feeling.
Because, I do have, really high hopes for her. And then... I gotta go with Katurah.
Okay, that was gonna be my next one. Those were the two people I was torn between. But you win because I had a feeling you were gonna do that. All right, so I get my next pick. Okay.
I had a feeling you were torn between both of them.
They just they give winner vibes. Literally Katurah gives main character energy, and so does Jemiah. It's just
yeah, Katurah definitely gives main character energy.
So the next person here, again, there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of people I want to pick, but this person just really stuck out to me. I really like their vibe. I think they're going to do really well in this game. I'm going to pick Kaleb. I think
I had a feeling you'd pick him.
Yeah, I think he's really going to kill it. I think he honestly could win this entire thing. I have a lot of hope for him. I get another pick, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then this other person, I would be remiss if I didn't pick them because I honestly think they're going to do really well. I think this is absolutely the cast for them. I got to pick Brandon.
All right. Wait, isn't Kaleb the Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh, you picked the Canadian over me.
Well, you know what? I got him first.
No, it's okay. I knew how you really had high hopes for him.
I did.
And I'm all right. Let's see. I'm going to pick.
There's so many good choices.
I know. Go back to the.
If you look at the tribes, it's probably easier.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Going through the parade or entertainment weekly is
Let's see. I'm trying to think of maybe a strategy pick here.
You're gonna pick Erica. There you go.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's gonna win again.
Yeah. You know what? No, you're gonna pick. Where the fuck is he? You're gonna pick Voce. There you go. That's the person you're gonna pick.
You know what? My first strategy pick is gonna be Queen Julie.
Voce?
I said Julie.
All right.
All right. Just because I feel like she's gonna do really well, and she's gonna be very motherly.
Yeah, I'm excited for her.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next pick is gonna be Hannah.
Oh, I just realized Sabiyah's here twice. What the fuck?
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Hannah as my next.
Oh fuck! She was my next pick.
I'm sorry.
Now you're picking all the girls. Okay.
I mean, are you surprised?
No, but it's just.
I love you.
It's just a little frustrating because
I think it's hilarious. We are both very competitive.
Yes, we are. That's part of the fun. It is.
Oh yeah.
But this sucks.
I'm still very I cannot believe you chose her first. Wow.
Well, you know what? Too bad. And I'm
totally kidding.
Anyway, okay, who is next here? You know what? I'm gonna go with this person because I have a lot of high hopes for this person. I was feeling really good about their what they said. I think that there's someone that is gonna do very well in their tribe, very adaptable in that way. Got to pick Sean here. I feel really good about him. So he's definitely someone that I do want to pick. And then you know what? Strategy pick here. I'm picking D.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of like a question mark too.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I just realized Emily isn't here. I need to fix that.
Oh, no. That's so funny. All right. My next one I'm gonna pick is, you know what? I'm gonna pick another strategy pick. I'm gonna pick Austin.
Okay. It was kind of early on. I kind of forgot about him.
I know. I kind of did too, and I'm like, yeah. Let's see. And then I'm gonna pick. I guess I'll pick Drew.
Okay. Fuck it, Sabiyah.
Right. Did you add Emily there?
No, I need to do that. Hold on.
You don't want to forget her.
Yeah, I know. Okay, edit. And then we'll just add Emily and submit. Okay.
Okay, so who do we...
I think we're okay now. I just need to refresh.
Okay.
There she is.
Okay, so I think we have the whole Lulu tribe is picked.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, that tribe is going to be really good, I think. All right. Next person for me. Just because I think this person is going to do really, like, I have high hopes.
Who did you just pick?
Sabiyah.
Okay.
I have high hopes for this person, and I don't know why. Like, I think last time this person was here, we didn't draft them as early as we did, but I just have a little more high hopes. I'm gonna pick Bruce here. I think he's gonna do really well.
I totally forgot. I was gonna pick him, and I just forgot.
Yeah, I feel like Bruce, he's gonna have a lot more in him in this game. Not saying he wouldn't have in 44, but I have more confidence on him with this cast, and I think the tribe he's on, especially, I think he's gonna do really well. So yeah, Bruce.
How many are left?
We have Nicholas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nicholas is left.
Let's not forget about Jeannie.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. There's the people that are left are. Oh wait. Okay. The other Brandon.
Brando.
Yeah, Brando, Jake, Kendra,
Emily,
and Nicholas. Okay. Strategy pick here. Fuck it. I'm gonna pick Jake.
All right.
Just because I feel like he's gonna he's just gonna at least do well with like challenges and shit.
Yeah, I think he is gonna. I think if he doesn't go early, he's gonna be a comp beast. Like
this is the strategy pick, and then my other pick, Brando.
Okay. Fuck. All right. So these three, I think, are all gonna be pre-jury. I will be honest. I think that's probably gonna happen. But it really comes down to who do I feel most confident in? And I don't know. We will see how this goes. I really am not sure at this point. But just because I don't think this tribe is going to go to tribal as often, I am going to pick Emily here.
Interesting. I did not think you were going to pick her.
I don't know. I feel like she's gonna surprise us. That just I'm just getting that vibe from her. And then between Kendra and what's his name?
Nicholas Sifu.
Yeah, Sifu. There we go. I feel more confident with Sifu. I'm gonna pick him.
Okay, so I have Kendra.
All right. So let's look through this one more time. So I have J Maya. Fuck you. Kaleb.
I'm never gonna get over this.
Fuck. How dare I?
I'm making a joke.
Brandon.
You don't need to switch. It's okay.
Brandon, Sean, D, Sabiyah, Bruce, Emily, and Sifu. And then who do you have?
And I have Kelly, Katurah.
Fuck you for that.
Sorry. Julie, Hannah,
Oh, I wanted to pick her.
Austin, Drew, Jake. Yeah, Jake, Brando, and Kendra.
All right. So overall, I feel pretty good about this cast. I think this is going to be a really fun bunch.
I will say mostly all of them are likable. Like, I don't even hate anybody.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to download the image, and I will be posting that on Twitter later. But yeah, other than that, that's it for this Survivor draft. It was much longer than I think we anticipated to be.
It was over 2 hours.
I think this is the longest one we've done.
But we've also both had like our connection issues for like a second.
Yes, I think that's probably what ended up doing it as we usually do, because that's always fun. But before we do close things out here, Allie, are there things we want to promote? I think there's some things.
Yeah, we are going to be.
Hold on. 1 second. 1 second here.
Okay.
1 second. Oh, there we go. Okay, go ahead.
All right, stay tuned for our draft and mini assessment of the Traders Canada.
Yes.
We're going to go in blind for that, so it's just going to be really exciting.
Yeah, we don't have much to say. It's probably just going to be a draft, to be honest with you.
I think we'll just give like mini like thoughts on certain people, or maybe everyone else too, just like something like brief, but that's it.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I'm excited for that. And then, of course, look forward to our weekly coverage of BB25. This is a crazy fucking week once again.
Yeah, we'll be covering Sunday and Wednesday separately, and then the double.
All I'm going to say is cross your fingers that Suri is still here tomorrow night. That's all I'm hoping for.
Also, America.
Yes, America as well. We don't want America to go, even though America is targeting Suri. However, we can still
we literally do not want Cameron to stay over her. And also, I will say, you know how like Suri and America are targeting each other? It would be kind of iconic if they ended up being in the final two.
That would be really funny, but I don't see like any scenario where that actually happens. The only thing I will say in regards to that is you can, I know it's impossible, you can like both America and Suri. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can like both.
Yep.
I will just leave it at that.
And then stay tuned for, next week we're gonna do Survivor. So excited for that.
Yeah, so excited for this season. 90-minute episodes. I'm really hoping that they're able to like convey the stories a little bit better than they've been doing, because even though I really liked last season, there were some things that I'm still like kind of iffy on. Like, I don't love the way they edited Kane when apparently he was like this mastermind of sorts. They kind of edited him like he didn't really know what was going on. So I'm just hoping that they're able to like have a more like accurate edit of things with those 90-minute episodes. But a lot of people are assuming this, and I will agree.
I'm very excited for the 90-minute ones.
They're probably just going to double down on advantages, and that's going to be most of it. So we'll see. I'm hoping that it's going to be a really good season, though. I feel really good about this cast.
I do too. This cast is great, and it's they're very likable so far. And obviously, stay tuned for our season reviews of everything eventually. Yes. Buddy Games, Secret Chef, The Circle. The Traders US, like the one.
We are going to talk about the speculation of season 2,
like 3 season, and then the new season, of course. And what I missed, the Circle, the Mole, all that stuff.
Yes, definitely look forward to all of that. Also, we're thinking potentially House of Villains. We're not sure yet. We're going to see how that turns out.
We could try it.
Yeah, we can.
And also technically, the Traders Canada starts when you're visiting me.
Yes, that's true.
So maybe we might do a live react. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much all the stuff we have going on right now. Also, if you like seeing Allie, I don't know if I talked to you about this. I think we're going to do, since you watched the whole show, we'll do a review of season 4 of Sex Education together. That could be kind of fun. since I reviewed all the
like
other 3 seasons.
On your channel or
yeah, on my channel, just because I've reviewed like all the other seasons individually. We'll probably do a review.
I literally just watched the finale of season 3 today, so I'm like, perfect timing.
It's literally perfect, and it literally comes out in an hour, so maybe we'll watch the first episode before we sleep. We'll see. Yeah. Other than that, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought of this cast overall, and remember, couples who podcast together stay together. We will see you guys later.
Love you guys.